Okay, so this is the Tarnishing of Juxtia. It looks like a cool Soulslike sort of platformer, so you know, I like these sorts of games, and you know, it's got a cool sort of art style, a bit like Dead Cells. Yeah, I can't hear my words. So I wanted to check it out. So, you know, I got a key from Mastiff, the devs. My name is Juxtia. I'm goddess and creator of Saintspire. Saintspire. Your home. Home that is no longer a place that it was. Always I've embodied purity in my creations for the sake of my kingdom's peace, but now that it's been shattered by Drelium, god of Centripeak, although we are kin, he sought to destroy all that I've made, and so our realms were plunged into war. So yeah, I wanted to check it out and seem cool. They've got the clash was vicious and cruel. For 5 years we held them back, but as we were on the precipice of saving ourselves, I was betrayed by Drelium, did the unspeakable. Created the Tarnished. A sickness that is woven into the fabric of my creation and spreads unstoppable across the realms. I said tarnishing. If this malignance isn't stopped, it will consume all the renown, all that I've created. That is why you're here now. It's your sole purpose, to stop the tarnished ones. The tarnishing of Juxtia, of course. Travel across the two realms, destroy Drelium, and restore our home to its true glory. They've got a screenshot. So now open your eyes, my child. A screenshot competition on their Discord. I'm not going to enter because obviously I've got a key from the devs. Thank you to Devs Mastiff. For $25, so you take a screenshot of your favourite moment in the game and you can win a gift card. So, you know, that's a pretty cool way of launching a title. Gets people trying to find something cool to screenshot. Okay. But yeah, it's like Dead Cells sort of thing, but with Souls-like actual gameplay. So, you know, I thought it seemed cool. And I wanted to check it out. Yeah. Are we also kind of tarnishing? Are we tarnished as well, or are we not? Because we're on her side. Okay, so... Okay, bandages. I wasn't expecting that. I thought he would be putting, you know, Esther, of course. Wow. I thought the floor would be dangerous as well, so I was like, I'm going to jump and preemptively roll. No, that floor was not dangerous. At least not yet. Not the Scarlet Rots. The valley above was overtaken by the Tarnishing years ago. Definitely not remotely associated with Elden Ring's lore. You say more? Right then. Okay, purple! The purple rots. With probably the first boss of the game straight away. Yeah, it's just gonna be an enemy, right? And they wouldn't give like a scripted death or anything. The people fled to this place, but it offered no refuge. Well, this guy's already dead, and I thought he'd be back up. Okay, you don't say anymore. I did hang rats. This seems like an ideal place to, like, hide a secret. He's clearly gonna come and chase us down, right? He's not dead. He's gonna come after us at some point. Okay, so we can't maybe roll through two enemies at once. I felt like he put his weapon away when I pressed triangle now. I think it's just when he jumps though. So it's like, I made a mistake. Hi. Grandmark. Aha! A new face bonus into the Forlorn Sanctum. A rather dreary place to be exploring. We can all second wanderer seeking the flea. That's tarnishing, are you? No, you are quite a bit more unique. I can feel it in your aura. No, the very specks rising through the air around you. I've been waiting for something like you, unique one. I have a power for you, knowledge of spectcraft. Your art of forming the ethereal into the physical. The first of any should you continue to seek me out. Yeah, go on, give me a hand. No need to be afraid. Okay, tentacle beast. Just like, where's the consent? Thank you for wind powers, I guess. There we are. Good. Taking your bindings quite well, I see. The bandages that we put on. Go now, unique one. I'm quite sure this won't be the last time we do. Aha! I see the bandages that we had to put on because of the thing, but also it makes it lore. That's interesting. To use I thought he died instantly. No, he moved whilst we... Did we teleport him to us as well? He was stuck behind the pixels. I thought we obliterated him. I was wrong. No, he's just running and taking advantage of me using magic. Okay, so you can use that to drag the enemies further away from the other enemies. I don't think we used the ladder correctly. Okay, we got some armor. That is not what that button is. Is that better? It does 61 of one type of damage, but this does 47 and 42. The 47 slashing, 42 piercing. You know, the sword almost looks better. This only does piercing damage. I mean, you're tutorializing me to put... Oh, we can have... Okay. And of course armor, because we didn't have armor. Now, is this cosmetic? It is! Aha! And now we are knights. Yes, of course. Why swaps weapon? Because I was accidentally, you know, maybe swapping to nothing. Yeah, I think I'll just stick to the axe. It's got delay, knockback, and stun sort of stuff as well, which the spear wasn't doing. Don't have double jump. We do have roll in the air. It's a spire. I can still move. It's not a cutscene. The save point, of course. Or level up. Energy rush temporarily increases mana and stamina regen. Well, used that effectively, didn't we? Oh, well, no, we've still got like infinite stamina and energy, so that's pretty cool. For the screen, does it just last on the screen, or is it, you know, can we go up? Ah, I wonder if we could have jumped. I think we could have probably jumped down through that lift, maybe. And, you know, there was a hole. Or we go back around after finding another way back down into there. And then we could get underneath to a secret area. Valley of Juxtia. You an enemy. Lilith! Greetings there, knights. It is surprising to see someone alive and unplagued out here. My name is Lilith. I'm a knight of St. Trillian's Order Guard. This is my last order. My brothers in arms fell at Tarnishing after our lord was sealed in his keep. Now there's only me upholding my order's oath on my own. A heavy burden, to be sure, and one I cannot fulfill as long as this door remains closed. There must be some way in. Once I've had a moment to rest, I'll set off again and try to find it. Of course, I'd not mind a helping hand if you're able. And you just throw your balls at me. Oh, it's a dagger, thank you. Careful if you venture first into the valley. Answers hold claim over these lands now. They were once the caretakers of this place, but Tarnishing twisted them against their role. Now they butcher the animals and desecrate the grounds. Show them no quarter, they'll give you none. Surely there must be some way. Door opens with the valley key. Okay, so I've got to go to the valleys. See a valley girl. I know I didn't give her a valley girl accent, but... Okay, so we can't cheese on the scenery. The thing. We seem to have some sort of charge in the top left as well that hasn't been tutorialized, and we feel like we're out of the tutorial now. Okay, so this is the bonfire. Bonfire, stepped into the fountain. So we clean our bandages. Okay, so we got 3 bandages I see up at the top left. So that's like 3 esters. Good to know. And then the health bar is a bandage. I wonder, does it fade away or does it get more blooded and soggy? Because that would be clever. Okay, it kind of goes red, but at the same time, like it's got a hard line. What would be really cool, I didn't want to use two. That's a monkey. Is if it's just sort of bloodied up a bit. You know, it wasn't like a hard line. It just sort of like looked like it bloodied and increasingly bloodied up the thing. That would be really, really interesting, I think. 36 slashing. But still not better than I thought. And this is exactly the same, but worse. It's got spell protection. But for just ordinary armor, it's worse. Okay. See, because I was holding the heal. Which is like, you know... Okay, so we can't shoot that upward. Usually how things of this nature goes. In a Soulslike, you hold Testus. I was expecting it... Well, that's better slashing damage. Okay. Can't climb this. I was expecting to have to hold heal. So we don't have to charge it up, but if we do charge it up, it has an even bigger attack. Fuck me. Hunter's leggings. At least the platform grew back quickly. Okay, so I'm guessing we're going to be taking a spell-based boss at some point. And I do wonder how, it really looks like it should be a secret tunnel. How much extra damage the boss does. I mean, there's a ladder. There's also, like... Okay, it's a special item. Challenge. Challenge jump area. Okay, so it's going to be exactly the same armor. It's exactly the same, but worse against slashing damage. And better against spell damage. That doesn't fully kill you, huh? Interesting. What? Why did he stop his swipe and then change it to a side swipe? I was mashing the button and maybe that like has an influence, I don't know, but he stopped doing an up and down swipe and went for a side swipe. I can't recreate it. Oh, did I accidentally start a charge attack? Interest. I pressed it so quick that it started a charge attack. Oh, we only have two. Okay, well, looks like a boss. Nope, there's more of you. Head. 72 slashing, it does some wind damage as well. I mean, I need a Bonnie. This slow attack might get me killed. Okay, more platforming. I mean, that one you railroaded so well. Oh, there's a window! Oh, really? Fuck! I regret everything! I'm greedy still. I tried to turn around. Oh, hi. I tried to turn around again and he didn't again. Yeah. I'm greedy, but I'm not a coward. Who knows what other secrets lied here with this dead horny beast. yeah, you cannot hide secrets from me. Especially when you very clearly pointed out. Okay, so do have to press up to grab the thing. There's a bit of red in that corner as well. Are they denoting secret holes with reds? Okay, I timed that specifically because that arrow would have shot me if I just charged straight in and tried to dodge that, and that might have been death. That is the death bit. That's the boss. That is the boss. You'll say, hello. It's okay, maybe it's not a boss.
Oh, blessing to Juxtia at last! What isn't it? A dribbling lunatic of fanatical hunter! I was starting to fear they were then left.
You're also raising yourself off from that concerning.
Have you come to free us, St. Trillium? 'Tis about time it has been sealed within that keep for far too long already. They entrusted me with protecting the last remaining keys in the place, but there was little I could do with it at the moment.
Oh, thank you.
Go ahead, take it, set us free, so we can finally fight back against this hideous tarnishing.
You are also in the purple and quite clearly going to be tarnished. So I guess we return later and you're a demon boss that's been taken over by the tarnishing, right? Okay, so we've got armor. It doesn't show the down there. It does show the secret area that we got. There's also a place to the left. Which, metroidvania. We don't have the powers to get because I could not see any sort of path to get up there, so the Call of the Void to just jump off that is immense, and I bet there's something there. But we probably require a specific power to do that. Tetralium! Ooh, we can say to the valiant Juxtias, mate, you protect us forever. Oh, you can level up. No, that's level up the skills. I was going to say you can level up specific items. No, it just shows you which items they gather. Right. That also gives us more HP. That's strength, dexterity, vitality. We're not doing a Dan Geeslin no vitality run. Endurance, SP regeneration, wisdom, brand damage, maximum MP, brand damage, armor, which ironically only the one had. That's also magic. I mean, strength, the more you hit something. Okay. The more you live. Sure. That seems good to me. It only gave us 2 extra in our weapon. That's interesting. Right, so, the Juxtia brand's the shape of the diamond, channeling a mana into and fire projectile. So that's the magic we'll be firing, what the thing in the top left is. It shows us what magic we use. See. So we leveled up at the bonfire. Does it need a specific statue to be able to level up, and like other fountains are just like mini heals, perhaps? Now, have we been here before? Ouch. I also only just spotted the actual proper way down that wasn't like just cheese. The bandages flying everywhere is quite interesting. That's a neat touch. Also, we were kind of bleeding there. I feel like I've neglected some actual jump tech with how I've been just rolling everywhere. Soldier's Knuckles. I expected that to collapse when I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, so they're just less. But the spell armor could be interesting. 45 bashing. And a lot of stuff. That's not terrible. They're probably quicker than the spear. You know what? I think they might be okay, even though like they're way worse than 96 damage. Like a fast attack is just good. I'm gonna go with that. Hi, Lilith. Welcome back. Have you discovered any means by which we could enter the key? My saint has waited long enough. Such a long time. Alone and trapped. No fate befitting a hero. Let's have a key. Have I found a way in? I don't know. Is the door open? It is. Yes, I found the key. Lilith, you coming? Oh, well, you're locked out now. Okay, armor. Oh, that was a interesting hit. I wasn't expecting the dive onto where I rolled. That was smart. Okay, my knight is eager. That was the proper way down. Where we might be able to get in without, like, getting attacked. But at the same time, like, you just run past everything. It's the Soulslike. It's to a boss, and we don't want to do that. Okay, how much? Gone. How much damage were we actually doing to this guy? Oh, that's the tease. Hi? Interesting that it plays music once you start hitting things. Oh, these are actually pretty good. And if you sit inside of him, like, that's a really cheesy spot. What was making it the... I don't think that was intentional music, right? Is that's got to be a you don't have the power yet, metroidvania entrant, right? Oh, heals. I don't need heals. I know he did literally kill us in one shot before, but branching paths. Nope, just secret. Paths. Oh, there is a path here. This is maybe a dead end. Vincent's Horn. Interesting. So, you know, that was less secrety. Binding cloth. Okay. So there's different types of heals. My childish body can barely constrain your essence. Remain anchored with these bindings forever and never allow them to remember your duty always. Interesting. So we can change our type of heal, perhaps. Reduced lawn, infused combat. Scraped off an ancient object. The precious material can be extracted and used to upgrade weapons. Okay, so that's why we can upgrade the weapon. The value key. They're just key items, right? For a moment I thought we could change our bindings, and it's like, never take these off, but, you know, if you do, you change allegiances or something. Gift made from the horn of a long-dead wyvern. Strengthens the bearer's health and toughness, but removes mana regeneration outside end duration. That's fine. I don't really use that much anyway. The wyverns were some of Juxtia's most precious creations, second only to her saints. So pure they were when the war began, they refused to be tainted by bloodshed, and so they flew across the sea to spin from the top. So they refused resin. But why can't I... Oh, equip at fountain. Okay. But yeah, I think I will go with that. Like, better strength on our actual attacks rather than, like, resin MP stuff. Which we're not really hitting that effectively. Maybe we'll find some better MP weapons later. Hi, I was not paying attention to you. I was looking up and you came out of the ground and stopped me moving. Oh, you can jump over. That's interesting. Resin weapons! Still firestorm myself. But yeah, like, you know, mostly we're just gonna smack rather than use, like, magic. Plus that... I noticed that made the same noise that we were doing earlier. When it was like, do, 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 do. I wonder if we were somehow accidentally, like, triggering something we haven't got yet. You know, like, some sort of ultra super, and it's like, it's meant to be doing something, but you do not have this. You lack this capability right now. Nice of him to just wait and let me hear. Oh, also, the hits are kind of making that noise, but not as loud. I don't know what that's about. Like, we're charging something in the bottom left, and I think it was like, you know, you are fully charged, and we don't have whatever the super is. It'll grow back. Copium, it will come back. Okay, we've got a rapier. That's going to be just piercing. 36 and 41. It's still not as good as, like, the original weapon, ironically. But, you know, it's like maybe they've given it us specifically because it's good in this instance now. Ouch. I mean, he's got a big shield, so piercing's probably good against him. Okay, you can turn around on that attack. Good to... It's doing it again. Oh, we're out of stamina. But I think we were, like, still able to fight with no stamina. I saw, like, the burn in the top left, and it's exactly the same as, like, infinite stamina. Oh, maybe we did burn out of stamina, but we're charging something in the bottom left that gives us infinite stamina at the same time. So, you know, once you're burnt out and have infinite stamina, it's like, you are burnt out noise, but we're still fighting, which is what's causing the do-do-do-do. I think that's what it is. Okay, let's equip our thing. Give me the gifts from the wyvern. Okay. And then we've got a lot of souls. Okay, so both of these level up with this. Are we just going full strength because strength kills things? I don't know. I'm sure I will find a reason to level up something else later. But for now, it's we smack things harder. My saint, Trillium. Is he dead? Or are you just interested in his statue? You're just sitting there again. You're just chilling. Just let me do all the work. Okay, you have fun. Yeah, he's been corrupted, hasn't he? You can't face killing him, so I have to. I see what's going on. You saw he was in here and he's been corrupted. Yep, hello. He's got some purple funky hair now. We just casually walk along. Whilst he sits there with his gigantic sword. He's got some weird legs. Stabby Pallium of the Valley, yep. Height. I feel like that's an instant death if you hit me with that. So I don't want to be smacked with that. Damn it, just stay where... Let me punk you. Oh yeah, we can't charge magic anymore because I put that horn on. Stop running away, sir! Have some honor. Shit. Round of stamina. Infinite stamina, let's go. Okay, so with the extra recharge, it does defeat the whole you can't charge unless you're in a fountain thing. That's what I was testing, and it got me killed. But that does defeat the relic if you activate that and you get the extra recharge. It overrides not being able to charge. I know it took away some of that damage, but you know what? That is not the move either. But I think having some additional reach might be important. Okay. Went for like a button, it worked. Yeah. I need to actually be able to hit you. You can't override the attacks with the roll though. That's the problem. I don't think this big sword is the one. That might be quick and have reach, and this has surely got reach. So I'm gonna try these, and we'll see what we can do. Like, the punchy things are good and all, but what is this frame rate? I need to be careful with extra hits because, like I said, you can't override it with the roll, which is the problem. How I like to play. I like to be able to cancel and roll. I think we're just gonna have to. Wow, I'm missing. This guy runs away too much. As if you hit me with that. Okay, I mean his health is going. Stop running away. As if that hits from behind as well. You meant to sit in front of it and wait for it to be halfway in the air. That seems a very awkward attack. That seems a little awkward to dodge. But I can do it. But his health is going down pretty quickly, to be fair. Like, it's not that big. I like that the health. I don't like that that slows down time. I like that he did walk past in the cutscene, but you know, because there was a cutscene, he didn't collect this thing. Okay, we'll just poke him in the ankle a few times. Stop running away. Don't stamp me. You dare. Not to be stamped upon. I got greedy. Phase 2. Oh no. We could have got some extra hits in there. Okay. Damn it! All those other times he was attacking outside the radius, I thought we could get away with it. I was like, 3 hits. Nope. It baited me. We had him. I was gonna say, like, phase 2 is a lot easier. It seems a lot easier than phase 1, actually. Like, there's a lot more opportunities to attack him. I don't like the slowdown on that. I don't get why. For law reasons? Ouch. Excuse me, I was healing. Is it for law reasons that it does the slow down whilst you're picking up that, or what? I don't like the slowdown on that. Okay, let's go. We got this. This is not going to take forever. Ouch. I can eat that here. Yeah, I don't like that slowdown. Hey, get back here. Greed! I got greedy. And it screams when it's going to do a big attack in many instances. That fast one though, you've just got to be kind of prepared for. Okay, that time I was a lot more careful with the AoE thing. Fuck me. Yeah, you don't get to do that on me. And you've got like a long recharge time. I guess you're regaining your stamina. Afterwards. I got greedy! I guess you're regaining your stamina afterwards once you've done that. I was just wondering, like, would boxing gloves in that phase maybe be good? I'm not using the second weapon. Not using the second weapon. Let's try it out. Let's try the rapier out. Oh, the rapier is actually really good. Oh my god. Because we can get multiple hits in. I don't know if that's better than the spear. But it's good to get multiple hits in. I think that's just way better. Done. Phase 2 already, okay, so this is way better. Ouch. I thought I could get away with that, I was wrong. But we got it now, with the rapier we got it. No problem. No problem. Yeah, we'll play more of the other games that I've got that I need to play, you know, on call mornings. Where I'm able to stream. Because there's a lot of stuff that I need to play and want to play. So we're going to be playing through all of the games. And singing and on all sorts where we're able. I should get those out of the way whilst we're able. I know, like, I'm not a resin user. It's... deserves. Okay, maybe I shouldn't use the resin. Get back here. Wasted. Because, you know, we're gonna get the hits in with, like, extra regen charges anyway, so... That was my philosophy on that. Ouch. Okay, we're just gonna hitless it. This is fine. As long as he doesn't do that attack. This is fine. So all we gotta do is just hitless the rest of the boss. This time we got it. This time, Lilith is not gonna be happy that we killed her boyfriends. He's gotta go down. He's been corrupted. The tarnish is growing out of his back. Get back, Evie. What I get for using magic. I wonder if there are any like specific anti-magic sort of things in some instances. Don't mind me just making sure I had enough room to heal. Without you suddenly turning around and doing a stomp on me. I'm pressing left and then pressing the attack and it's like, you were facing the other way. I didn't wait for him to turn around apparently. It doesn't buffer the moves. It's like, you are facing this way, but it's interesting that that overrides a turn. And it's just like, you want to fire as soon as possible. Ooh, that does go literally wherever you are. I wasn't sure. So unless you're behind him. You know, I'll just give you the time to do whatever you want to do with that. What are you doing? What are you doing? Shit. Greed sets in. Okay, one more hit. So I was going to say, come on, you're on 1 HP. And we absorb his tarnish. Fragment of Trellium's old sword, still churning with tarnishing. Channel your energy through it to drive the fragments into the ground, causing an eruption of power. Okay, so if we charge that up, it charges up the relic. Do I really want to? Okay, so we've got his special power. Interesting. I should go speak to Lilith again. Hi, I killed your boyfriend. You actually managed to do it? By Saint, if even he couldn't resist the tarnishing, what hope do the rest of us have? Are we truly doomed? You actually managed to do it? Yes, we're doomed. Doomed! Aha, that's a relic, and that one automatically equips. That's probably just because, you know, it has to auto equip. And they are affected by that as well. That's interesting. So they're not strength swords, they're dex swords. Yeah, let's put one into dex. Ironically, we had no levels in dex and we used a dex sword to beat the boss. I'm a dex character. I like the fast weapons. I think we should be leveling dex, not strength. And make the dex swords good. Sure, they start out weaker, but like they're fast attacking, they're better Dex weapons are better. Booby, I'm a Dex player. Trallium, my saint, can rest now. I swear you'll be avenged. But I killed him. He's swearing revenge on us. So extra HP, extra, but we take more damage against magic, or we lose levels in mana, and it's fine. We're not resin users. We've got 2 of the Hunter Samurats, so they give extra levels in those things. Not they protect against them, and then the protection is just the normal layers that it's showing. And then Trallium's Oath Swords. And it's a better big sword in some ways. And yes, that one's 101, but this one is a level D in that and a level E in wind. Which, whilst it's less damage, surely means it's better, right? But we're gonna stick with Dex weapons. And it's nice to have... This one doesn't charge up, and it's actually faster attacking, so it's actually a lot better. It is actually a lot better. Actually uses the ladder for the first time in his life. Well, apparently you can stand on these weird little ledges. There was something sussy about that extra layer there. Juxtia Warhammer. I'm not going to go all the way back up for, like, there's another little side hole that might have been a secret. I'm not going back for that. We can't go back. There is no going back. Siege tunnel. Why can't I move? That was interesting. Not being allowed to move for a moment. They're pointing the way. I, of course... the loot that we can absolutely just get. But I, of course, want to maybe go the... Wow. The opposite way to the direct way that they're pointing. Halberds. They are pointing there. Okay, here's where we start exploring everything. I wonder why that's there. Aha! We don't have any extra levels. But it's good to save. Ah, why hello. Arga.
Oh, hello there. I happen to know anything about speccraft machines? No, I didn't think so. Name's Arga, I'm a researcher of sorts, but that's not especially important. What's damn important is whatever's going on the other side of that wall. See those markings? Those are voidal signals. Fog, sea surrounding the kingdoms. I dragged this old war machine to help excavate, but the damn thing is missing half its components. Say, you look like you could get things unsought. Why not help me out? I'll give you a shell whenever's inside if you do. I'll need a fuel cell to get this thing working. You see any of those around, you let me know. Fascinating machines these Drellians made. So complex, even I can barely understand them. What I'd give to have a chat with whoever designed them. Barford must be proud of their work. Good reason. I've heard even more mechanical wonders than sent Crescent Peak. Spectral soldiers, grand war machines. I'm not sure I'd like to get in a scuffle with one, but they sound damn spectacular.
Okay, so we're going to come across magical tank of sorts later. Got it. Got it. We're gonna fight a magical tank that shoots at us. Spectacular war machine. Got it. It might be a mech. It might be something. But it's something magical. Oh, you're not friends. Yeah. Cannot interrupt your attack once you start swiping. You love to jump. You guys love to do the long dive. I wonder if I ever get to do a dive move like that. It seems pretty effective. I think we might have been able to get in there. William Soldier's still here after all these years. And he's watching, waiting for me to come and attack him. I wanted to downswipe. They're unaffected by the Tarnishing, their madness must be their own. True, because they did look tarnished, and that's why I was like, he might be friendly. Nope, he ran and tried to attack me. Okay. Thor blades. And glowing spiky death. Electrocuted crystal spikes. Ouch. Excuse me, I was stuck in a picking up an item animation. That is very rude. Yep. Even more death. So we've got to be very careful here because of the spiky death. Point the way. I feel like there might have been a secret amongst that spiky death. Okay, so there's a way there, but you're telling me this way. I mean, this we can see from below. Maybe there might not have been a secret. There was a more obvious path. That's big and glowy, and you're saying to go up there. Whatever you are all pointing to is up that. Okay. I don't know. Fountain is save point. There's a lock thing which says we don't have the power to get up there. That... Fast travelers also? I don't know. It's... marking thing. Okay, let's... That's the transition area. Ladder? It says the ladder skips between the rooms, but, you know, it doesn't quite look... Oh, it's this. But the line is the ladder that says it skips between the rooms. Which, you know, is like, these are joined even though it doesn't really look like it. Okay, I get it, I get it. They're telling us to go back in. They're telling us this isn't the way. I'm gonna go back this way. Down! Clearly it's down. Okay, he attacked a bit quicker than I thought he would. Firebombs are resin, sir. I know I could have fallen off, but I'm, you know, concerned of death bits and spikes. Flowers. Just a pit to fail. Hi. Oh, you are a friend that gives us magic.
Yeah, you are right. Getting some use for my gifts though. Yeah, another brand for you, a unique one. Take it, empower yourself. And remember, knowledge fades, memory fades, but a brand that lasts forever.
Thanks for the tattoo. That was the wrong button. That was a wasted heal. I do wonder if, like, would they put multiple endings and things? Like, you know, hey, you took his powers and it's like he's the bad guy. You shouldn't be taking his powers because he is tarnishing you, tainting you. Tattoos. Okay, you've got a charge attack. That's interesting. An interesting move, sir. Didn't need the ladder. Okay, that's locked off for now. So we did need to go the way that we had found anyway. Yeah, I don't care about your charge attacks. It's interesting. I was going to say, it's interesting that everything stays where we left it now. That guy returned to where he was. He remembers who we've killed, but we hadn't killed him, but somehow he got back up again. He shouldn't have been up to. He should not have been up there. No, sorry. You know, before transitioning to a new area, let's go heal and level. Because, like, there's a heal literally right here, and that's the whole point of opening that, right? So make it easier to heal and all of that. Okay. These are dex weapons as well. That's why the sword's so much better. It might have been a bit better, but no, so much better because we've leveled up the strength so much. I do like the off weapon you got is on the character. You can see it attached to them. So that changes with each weapon you hold as well. That's a cool feature. Because they didn't have to necessarily do that, but that's like going an extra touch. Okay, into the darkness. With chattering teeth. I know it's meant to be water sounds. Oh. Or it's spider skittles. Spider bones. Endless waves of spiders. Okay, I preemptively healed because I was like, how many waves of this are we going to have to fight through? So that's what the chattering was. It was these spider bones. They were skittling after us and chasing us. It wasn't the water. I knew it wasn't water. It sounded too teeth-like. But bones chittering as well. It's the same noise. There is a back. Okay. Ow. Ow. Ah.